Hey, what's up, guys? It's Russo and Jordy with Backdoor Fantasy Sports. This is our daily show, and we're going to be talking about the NBA slate on March 20th, Wednesday. We have 8 games, and we have 4 plays for you. I'm not going to lie, there's not like a lot that I like on the board so far, but I think that we'll probably get more value the closer we get to game time. So I'm definitely going to be jumping on the DFS optimizer, the daily grind DFS optimizer, about a half hour to 45 minutes before game time and see if we get a bunch of value, because that tends to be the case with the optimizer. But yeah, it might be, I mean, like, we've got overs for you here, but it seems like a lot of the plays are pretty inflated right now. So I don't know if it's just a day to take some unders, but as always, you know, we have 4 plays for you, but if you don't like these plays, just fade them. You know, you can go with your own plays. You don't have to take every play we do. And I say that because I have 2 plays that are both PRA and they're both Suns players. So you might not be comfortable with that, but I feel good about these 2 guys, so I got to take them here. Before we get into our plays, though, if you've never tried Prize Picks, use our promo code at the bottom of the screen, and they're going to match your first deposit up to $100. They're going to double what you deposit. So if you deposit the whole 100, you'll get your 100 plus the bonus 100, be 200 total. Just throw that code in there, they'll hook you up. And if you're new to our channel, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell, just so you can jump on these plays before they get bumped or removed, which tends to be the case pretty regularly lately. And if you guys don't mind, just do us a favor and like the video. It's super easy for you. You just press a button, and it really goes a long way for us, guys. We're working our way towards 11,000 subs, and it just puts us in front of a larger audience. So if you guys don't mind, just hit that like button. It's a huge help for us. All right, so these are the plays we're going to be covering. I like Bradley Beal PRA over, and I like Grayson Allen PRA over. What are you getting into, Jordan?
Yeah, I'm taking Ochai Agbaji, I think is how you say his name, for under 20.5 fantasy score, and I'm taking old Bobby Portis for over 29.5 fantasy score.
Nice. It's a good day to take Portis if Giannis is out. He balled out against the Suns. That was ridiculous, but cool. So we're going to talk about the recap from yesterday's plays. We took Jalen Green, points and rebounds. Loved the matchup. Loved what he'd done against the Wizards before, and he killed this. We took him at 32.5 points and rebounds. He went for 52. He absolutely crushed it. And then Jabari Smith Jr., this was like a fake out because he had gotten this, and I was stoked. That's when I had actually texted Jordan last night, because I wasn't able to watch much of this game. I was out to eat for my sister-in-law's birthday, which we had a good time. That was nice. But I didn't get to see this game. And so he had cashed, and then they took one away. So it sucks. We missed on that one. But how'd you do, Jordy?
Yeah, so I had taken Kyrie Irving for over the 5 assists. This was just like a Luka assist night. I had a little bit of worry coming into that game. I was like, okay, Luka is playing tonight. He had been doing this anyway, and he was kind of on like a heater. He wasn't really he didn't have like a lengthy history of doing this. That's why I had mentioned it in the video. I was like, if this is going to hit, it's going to be one of those things where he just starts to get a bunch of assists for a couple games, and then he kind of fades back into what he was doing. Because Luka was getting less assists in the games where Kyrie was getting double-digit crazy amounts of assists. So I knew that wasn't going to last long because, you know, Luka's got to get his triple-double stat inflated. So, you know, he only had 3 last night. He had plenty of opportunities, though. He had 7 chances to get this done. So not a whole bunch, honestly. Like, you want more than that for a guy. Like, on the potential assist category, he only had 7. So not a whole bunch of opportunity there for him to get that done. But so we missed on that one, and then I know a lot of people got burned on that play though, because that was a really popular play amongst the betting community yesterday. Yeah. And then CJ McCollum, we took him for over 15.5 points. He went for 16. You know, he's been doing this against Brooklyn. The last time he played them, he went for 16. So we got a little bit lucky on this one. He definitely just barely cashed it, but he does play good against them. So, you know, I got that one right.
All right. Well, yeah. Let's get a sweep going today. Okay. You know, when I texted you yesterday, when they were showing that Jabari had cashed, we were 3-1 at that moment, and Kyrie had like 2 assists. Yeah, and it was like the first half. Yeah, I was like, we got this. This is going to be a good one. Then they take away Jabari, and Kyrie goes for like 1 more assist. Yep. But it happens sometimes. But cool. Well, let's get into these plays. Before we get started, if you haven't tried Daily Grind yet, they're our official partner. We love their tools, especially the DFS Optimizer. We use it every single day, and they're giving all of our viewers 25% off when you use code BACKDOOR. There's a link in the description of the video, or you can go to dgfantasy.com, just put that code in, just BACKDOOR, just one word, and they'll give you 25% off. And I'll kind of show you here the DFS Optimizer as I break down these plays, if you're interested in checking it out. All right, so we can just check out the one over under since both of my guys are Suns players. I know people aren't going to be happy that I'm taking two Suns players for my two picks, but just fade it if you don't like either of these. I got to go with my gut, and well, not my gut. I got to go with what I'm seeing, and I just didn't like a lot of what I was seeing out there, but I do feel like both of these plays are going to hit, so I'm taking them. We got a 223 over under, and the Suns are favored by 9. So these guys just get their minutes. I'm not concerned about a blowout affecting that. If you hop over here to Outlier and you take a look at Bradley Beal here, he's gone 8 straight games beating this line. And what has he gone like? So he's gone for 20 points or more in 6 of those 8 games. Like he's really in rhythm right now. He just came off that big game against Milwaukee that he started very slow. Like our Discord, everybody was, sounding off about how Beal's selling and all this stuff. I told him to just give him time. He's going to get in rhythm. Like, I feel like it's every slate I'm having to tell people just chill, like let the game play. But Beal ended up crushing this even with the slow start. I think he's definitely going to clear this line of 26.5 PRA again tonight. The matchup is not too scary. It's very juicy on assists there. The 76ers are 20th in assists allowed, 7th in rebounds allowed, so a little bit above average, and 10th in points allowed, and that's specifically to the shooting guard position. If we take a look at his minutes, they've just really, since he's come back, they've really been giving him a lot of minutes. To get a more accurate reading, I'm going to go down to the last 5 here. So yeah, he's averaging 36.5 minutes a game. You love to see that. 2.4 fouls per game, 16.4 attempts per game, shooting 57% from the field, shooting 41% from the 3, but he's only taking 4.4 attempts per game. But he's averaging, 1.8 3-pointers per game. For potential assists, 8.8 per game. Rebound chances 8.5, so pretty like decent there. But yeah, I'm just feeling good about this. I think it's just like a safe play, and I don't want to jinx it by calling it a safe play. But he's gone 8 straight, with this. I'm just staying in the flames with him. I feel like he's been one of the more consistent options the Suns have right now, and he's looking a little bit more like vintage Beal. The Suns as a team, what we need is. I was just telling Jordy this. We need Booker to be starting these games hot. Like we need to feed Booker, get him in rhythm, get him on fire, to the point where he's just, a real threat as he's coming up the court. Then he can facilitate. Then he can dish it out to Beal or to KD, because I think that's our big problem right now. Is we need that Booker that is averaging 30 plus a game and pushing a double-double every night. That's what the Suns are missing right now. And if we can just clean up the turnovers, like I've been saying that all year, but we got to clean up those turnovers. Anyways, let's hop over to the DFS Optimizer, see what they have to say about this. They've got this favored to go over the 26.5 PRA mark. They have it at a 52.61% odds to hit the over, and minus 131, so pretty juiced. We've got like FanDuel. It looks like FanDuel's the only one who has this higher, but FanDuel has this set at 27.5. Everyone else has it at 26.5 as well, and we're looking at a minus 125 or higher. So we got plenty of juice on this play. Don't be afraid of the fact that we're taking 2 players from the same team. You just can't power play it. That's the only thing, you got to get another team in there as well. But I'm feeling really good about Beal. And Grayson Allen, I just couldn't turn this down. Like this line's way too low for him, 18.5 PRA. You guys know how much I love Grayson. So if we look at these last 5 games, he's gone over at 4 out of his last 5. But that game against Milwaukee, he had a stellar game. Like the rest of the Suns were it was a combination of they weren't playing great. The turnovers were an issue, but also the Bucks got so lucky dropping 18 threes in the first half. But Grayson was the only one keeping it close for us. He's the only reason we were only down by like 23 at the half. Brought it all the way back to a 6-point game, ended up losing, but he was like the bright spot in that game. That last game, he went for 25 points, 3 rebounds, and 8 assists. The dude was just, I love this guy. So if we, they have him listed as a shooting guard on here, but he plays small forward most of the time. I'm going to just go with the small forward position. They got 12th in points allowed, 26th in rebounds allowed, 4th in assists allowed. I would love his fantasy score. I didn't see it on the board at the time of filming, but I would love to get that defense in here as well because he's such a good defender. But I'm very happy to take this at just 18.5 is so low for him. You think about it, his last 3 games, well, he missed, let's say, like 2 of the last 4 that he hit it on points alone. So 8 assists is not like typically in his tool bag, but like I think he's always a threat. You know, he's just a good basketball player. He's averaging 36.6 minutes per game, just 2.2 fouls per game. So plenty of minutes, and you know, not getting in foul trouble. 9.8 attempts from the field and shooting 59%, 6.8 three-pointer attempts and shooting 50% from the 3. I could just go on and on about this kid. 4.8 potential assists per game over the last 5 and 4.7 rebound chances per game over the last 5. But like we just saw, he can pop off for, you know, like 8 assists in a game. He can just have these big games, but he could easily clear this line in points alone. So 18.5, I'm very comfortable taking it here. Let's look at the injuries real quick. I don't think there's anything significant. Bo Bull is a game time decision. Hopefully he can play. We still have Josh Okogie out. Damian Lee, he hasn't played all year, so that's not really significant. But Tobias Harris is a game time decision. DeAnthony Melton's still out, and Embiid obviously out. So we'll see how this shakes out, but the Suns really, really need this win. So Beal is going to get his minutes. Grayson's going to get his minutes. The Suns are going to, if they're not careful, they're going to be fighting to even make the play-in, let alone be in the play-in. So they need all the wins they can get. They can't afford to lose a game like this to the 76ers. Let's hop over to Daily Grind for this play. They've got this favor to go over as well, but they just have it at a 50-50 shot, pretty much, just barely over the 50-50 mark. They have it at 50.42% odds to hit the over, and it's a minus 119 on their odds. And it looks like that's kind of like the same message across the board. Mixed emotions. Some people are heavily juicing this one to go over. Some people are putting it at a 50-50 shot. Don't see anybody favoring it to go under, though. So feeling good about this play. If you guys are interested in checking out this app, Outlier, it's a really killer statistical analysis app. It can just provide so much value. If you decide to give it a shot, there's a link in the description of the video where you can just try it free for 7 days. So you've got no reason not to just give it a shot. But if you do, make sure you explore all the things it can do, because it'll blow your mind. All of the data that they collect and then they provide to you in a real clean, way. So definitely check it out. But those are my 2. Fade any of the ones you don't like, obviously. All right, Jordy, let's get into your plays, bro.
Sweet. Yeah, man. So before I get into my plays, I just want to quickly tell you guys about Chalkboard. Chalkboard is another prop betting platform just like PrizePicks. I had a lot of fun playing it last night. Unfortunately, the only one that missed on my slip was Kyrie, because I bumped him up to like 6.5 and got like a crazy 4x multiplier. But that's the cool thing you can do on Chalkboard. You can bump your lines up and down. You can, make alternate lines. So I took Kyrie Irving in the PrizePicks video at 5. So I could bump him down to like 4 or bump him up to 6. And if I bump him up to 6, I'll get a higher multiplier. And if I bump him down to like 4, I'll get a lower multiplier. So it becomes like a demon and a goblin situation if you're familiar with the PrizePicks scene. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. Definitely go check them out. There's a link in the description below, and if you use code BACKDOOR at checkout, they'll match your first deposit up to $100, just like PrizePicks. So definitely go check them out. All right. I just want to say too, I'm feeling a lot better today. I was having I appreciate all the kind comments still, and all the doctors in the comments who are telling me I need to eat more fruit. I don't think fruit is my problem. It was definitely not like a diet thing. It was like sort of like a medical thing, but I'm good now. I'm feeling a lot better, so I'm ready to get back into all of this. So yeah, the start with Ochai, I think is how you say it, or I'm just gonna go with Ochai because I don't want to butcher it that bad. But I'm taking his fantasy score under 20.5. It was at 21, but I still like it at 20.5. I mean, it's just half a point. Let's just hope that half a point doesn't burn us here. He's been getting a bunch of minutes, but honestly, he's just not being very productive when he's on the floor. You know, they have a lot of people out, so you know, be careful because he is getting about 30 minutes a game right now, just depending on how he's playing. He is getting a little bit of foul trouble. The 2.3 doesn't tell the whole story. He almost fouled out in the last game, but yeah, no Emmanuel Quickly tonight either. Personal reasons. I think they're just starting to rest these guys because Quickly and Barrett are out for just personal reasons. But you never know. But I think they're probably resting people. But no Kevin Huerter tonight. I think the Kings are just gonna wipe the floor with these guys tonight. You know, let me pull this up real quick. For where we get our odds for like the games, like the game lines, we just use DraftKings Sportsbook. It's the best place to just go find them really quick. But yeah, the over-under on this game is a 233.5 over-under with an 11-point favorite to the Kings. So I think this game is going to get out of hand pretty quick. I don't think Ochai is going to hit this line, honestly. Like, even with him having all these minutes over the last 5 games, over the last 10, he's only hit this one time. But over the last 5, he's been getting these minutes. So let's take a look here. The highest game he's had over the last 5 is 17.9. And that's just not going to cut it. You know, he's shooting 39% and 18% from 3. 39% from the floor and 18% from 3. So that's just not very good. So yeah, if you don't like this, if you don't feel comfortable taking it, you don't have to. I like his first half fantasy score under as well. I know he's hit this more often, but he does start very slow in the first half. But like I said, I think the extra value, it's only at 11, so it's a little sketchy. So I like the value of having another 10 on top of that. So I'm going with this fantasy score, just the full game fantasy score. This is juiced to go under. It's a 53.35% to go under, only a minus 114. So just go with your gut on this one. We're getting a huge bonus on this play though with Prize Picks because other odds makers have it at 19.2. So that's always good. Okay. So taking him for under, moving on to Bobby Portis. I'm taking his fantasy score for over 29.5. I feel great about Bobby Portis. It doesn't look fantastic when you look at the last 10 out of 20. He's done it 10 times, which is great. Only 5 out of 10 and 1 out of his last 5. But look at what he does without Giannis in the game. And Giannis is confirmed to be out in this game. He's still dealing with the hamstring. He will not play a game. He'll not play in this game. But look at what he's been doing without Giannis in the game. He's done this 15 out of 20 times without Giannis. His minutes get a huge bump. He shoots fantastic. I mean, Bobby Portis is a great player. You know, he's shooting 50% without Giannis, 50% from 3, 92% from the line. So, and he's getting 30 minutes without Giannis. So I love this play. I'm going to be playing this in a lot of plays tonight for sure. Jaylen Brown is a game time decision. I really liked his first half fantasy score too, but they're starting to finally inflate that. They're not giving us the 17.5 anymore. It's at 20, but he's a great first half player, but just beware because he's out too. But yeah, I feel really good about Bobby Portis's line. I'm probably definitely going to be taking some of his point demons if they put any out. Let me just take a look. I don't know if they've put any demons out for him yet. Yeah, they haven't. But if he does get like a point demon at like 19.5, I'm definitely going to take that because I think he could hit this line for sure. But his fantasy score is juiced to go over just barely a 50.22% chance. But I think without Giannis in the game, if we look at what he's been doing, I think this is going to be a no-brainer. The last head-to-head, it doesn't say anything, so I'm not sure. But yeah, I feel really good about these 2 plays, and that's the 2 I've got for you guys.
All right, guys, that's the 4 we're rolling with. Before we get out of here, we want to just invite you guys to come check out our Discord. We had like some of our people were cashing in here yesterday. The best thing about the Discord is just you get the community as a resource. We all work together, and you know, if you are a part of the Discord, you have the opportunity to copy and paste, like just tailing all these different slips. And whenever there's like a play that is looking really good, the members all just like share that information. We work together, so we build out slips together. It's also just a really good hang like during the games. But you got some like underdog wins in here yesterday, which is always nice to see. Obviously, Prize Picks is the main platform that we're doing, but we've got people cashing on all sorts of different types of plays here. We cover esports. We've got this new member that is actually pretty big into soccer, so it's just nice to have people that are into sports that we're not into, and if you want to take a shot on it, you can tail the slips that they're feeling good about. But we have 2 extra analysts in here. Obviously, we've got Moose here. He's the 2-man goat over here. The dude is, I can't even tell you how many 2-man slips he's cashed. He's just got a gift for it. But we also have Consul, we have Jordy and I. So you have the 4 analysts in here. It's about 50 cents a day. There's a link in the description of the video if you guys want to join. But one of my favorite aspects about it is just talking basketball like during the games. Our community chat is just like super active, and we've got good vibes in there. Everyone's super chill. But if you want to check it out, like I said, it's about 50 cents a day. Just go through the link in the description of the video, go into server subscriptions once you're in Discord, and then subscribe. It'll unlock all the channels for you. If you decide to do that, make sure you hop in community chat, let us know you're new, and then we'll all kind of show you around, show you how we do things. But yeah, guys, we hope you have a great Wednesday. This is actually a pretty fun slate. I'm hoping the board opens up for us a little bit more. Right now, we've got just like a lot of Demon and Goblin plays, and it seems like a lot of these lines are just kind of like inflated to the upside a little bit. So I'm going to definitely be hopping on the DFS optimizer about an hour before game time and looking for some extra value. And obviously, if you're a part of our Discord, we share all of our plays in there. So we'll just be kind of like, you know, posting plays around the clock. But guys, we hope you have a great Wednesday. Enjoy this 8-game slate, and we will catch you in the next video.
Good luck, guys.